if you
Yeah.
have to. Yeah.
We're going.
Okay.
Okay, we're live. Hi, Anna. Welcome, everybody. I am so happy to be back with you, Anna, and to
Likewise,
be talking.
yeah.
Our topic today is success and the meaning of success to you. So, yeah, it's an exciting, interesting topic, and everyone, I think, has perhaps a different meaning of success individually for themselves. So, Anna, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you very much, Karen. Thank you for setting it up. And it's lovely to see you again. And you, as always, look very beautiful and stylish, and I love that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I look up to you.
Thank
You look
you, Anna.
so young for you. Yeah.
You're
And
so good for me. You're so good for my self-esteem and confidence. You always give me lovely compliments. So I thank you for that.
thank you. You're welcome. I don't think you need that because all I know about you is that inner solid confidence since I met you, and I believe it's because you have the wealth of wisdom with you. That what I when I see someone who possess that, I know they have that inner assurance about their goal or purpose, and especially you. Yeah, yes, you help other people to achieve their goal and purpose. Thus, it usually reflects in yourself that you know truly well what your purpose is, and when you have that in your life, it's easy to know you are and have that confidence. So I see that in you, and I aspire to become like that.
Well, Anna, thank you. That's interesting what you've said, because let me tell you that I have imposter thoughts and doubt thoughts every single day. And they're thoughts that if I let them, they would stop me in my tracks. But because I understand how my brain works, and I'm going to tell you and all the listeners something, is that I didn't know I was going to talk about this today, but I want to because it's come up and it's relevant to our success, your success, my success, and everyone's success. And it's about our brain. Our brain is wired. They are wired with a negativity bias. And that means that our brains are made to think negatively first rather than positive. So, like I said, I have imposter syndrome, doubt thoughts every single day. And even if the thing that we want to do, the thing that we think is going to make us successful, is for our highest good and is healthy for us and is really good for us, our brain is still going to come up with negative thoughts about what it is we want to do, that experience. So learning about our brain and learning about myself, I've been able to now have that awareness and intentionally choose the opposite. Choose opposite thoughts intentionally. When I notice that they have come up, I basically talk with myself inside my head. And I decide what I want to do that's going to move me forward in life and give me success. And then I can assure you that will feel uncomfortable. Yes, it will. It feels uncomfortable for us. It takes us out of our comfort zone. But that simple awareness alone and the practice of always choosing the opposite has opened up many wonderful opportunities in my life. So the only way is to challenge the thoughts that we have, literally choosing the opposite. Notice them, challenge them, choose the opposite. And when you do that every single day, you have to grow the muscle. It's like anything, you have to grow a muscle to do that and to feel uncomfortable and to do it even if you do feel uncomfortable. And you will start to gradually see the evidence and what that creates in your life and your business. What that will create is a level of self-confidence, a level of self-awareness, and a level of self-esteem so that you can live your life by design. And one of the important things that we want to be able to do as part of that is to get our why, is to know our why. Why are we doing what we do? And then all of a sudden we'll do it all on autopilot. It will start to happen. Your thinking negatively will reduce, and seeing more opportunities and inspiration will come up for us, so that our negative bias will just slightly change and become more positive. So on that note, Anna, I'm going to hand back to you, and then I want to talk about one of my favorite codes for success, which is Henry David Thoreau, and he talks a lot about that too. But first of all, I don't want to monopolize, so I want to hand back to Anna and say, Anna, give me some feedback on all of that, because it was quite a lot.
I, from hearing what you're saying, I can see the person behind any goal and any achievement that is worthwhile to go after. And like you said, every day our mind feeds us with our why. You said it's wired with negativity, and the potential to think of a doubtful thought is higher than the chance that you think I am a winner, right? And I find that everyone in life wants success, but not many people go after that. And first of all, we don't know what success really means to us. Even I myself didn't quite know what success really means. I just go after something better, but I'm not sure that is really meaningful to me, or that better is really matter to me. And then at one point, I've learned that you might, if you don't know what success really means to you, then you might climb up the wrong ladder, the ladder that put against the wrong wall. And it happened to me. So much hard work put into trying to get a better job, and then changing job. So much effort put into finding the perfect job, and I thought that was success. At some point, I was told to go find a good job. Find the job that you love and you can do for the rest of your life. And I thought that was success, and it wasn't. And when I get all these kind of jobs and I get promoted, and I realized once I got promoted and I didn't feel happy, and I felt something missing. So I didn't know what I really want. So when I know that whatever we can believe that we can achieve, and we go and achieve it, we'll feel happy and we feel like successful, but it's for a very short while. So what is it that success really means to you is different to me. And that's why success is, in general term, is very it's not enough. Success have to be very specific, a goal that matter to you, an ideal that matter to you, a purpose that matter to you, a purpose that make you feel worthwhile. Like you say, you got to know why you're going after that purpose, and then it's more likely that you can overcome the doubt, you overcome the obstacle along the way, so that you can achieve what you set your mind to. And like you said, I say a lot of us don't know what we really want to achieve. Is it a fulfillment? Is it a happy family? Is it a cause? What is it? Or is it a full package? Is it freedom? So that has to be defined, and it's very individual. Yet, even though we have the success principle that apply to most cases, but the goal is very, very have to be tailored. So it's so important that we know exactly what we want in this life, to know that when you achieve that, you feel that sense of success. Yeah. So I like the definition that I've been reading Napoleon Hill's book, a few of his, and I like this definition that he quoted. Success is the attainment of your definite chief aim. Definite chief aim, without violating the rights of other people. I like the second part, because sometimes we set out to achieve a goal. It can be a detrimental. It's can be for your own gain. Somebody else has to lose.
Yes.
But this one is without violating the rights of other people. And I really like this definition. And on that note, I as well agree with you. the person behind the goal is important. And normally when we set out goals, we forget to set the goal of the person that go after that goal, you know. And when I learned the be, do, have model, I realized, yes, the missing part is the person that you have to become in order to match up. You have to grow to match up with the level of success that you're after. So we normally don't set goal for the person that you become. We normally set goal for like the amount of money or the number of the title that you're after, the status or the relationship or health goals or whatever goals. But we don't set goal for the person that you have to become in order to achieve that goal. And when I understand that, I say, go in, focus on yourself, develop yourself, and then you are more likely to achieve that success. And they say, growth will feed success, not the other way around. Growth will come first, and then success will match up with your growth. I would like to hear from you. If you allow me, I can just go on and on. I
No,
just love the topic. Yeah. Thank you.
That's wonderful, Anna. And I love that too. Your why is so important and so deeply connected with success. Your why is like, what difference do you want to make? Why do you do what you do? And I want to ask everyone listening again, have you been playing too small? Because in order to play full out and have not only clarity with your why, you want clarity with your vision. And we'll come back to, as I said, Henry David Thoreau shortly, who talks about that. You want to know where you're going. You want absolute clarity with your big vision. Your not goals, not just goals. Goals are only a part of it. They're a step. But your big vision of where you want to be in your life, when you're living the life that you love, when you are waking up every morning saying, wow, I am doing what I thought was impossible. You know, I just love my life every single day because I am living my why. I am living the life I love. And so I want to ask you all to think about this, to have success in your life, whatever it means to you. You want to think about these things, to go from mediocrity to the extraordinary, to go from good to great, because good is the enemy of great. So many people say, oh yes, my life is good, even okay. You want to go from okay to spectacular. You want to go from well, I'm well, to amazing, because all of those first words are enemies to the spectacular, amazing, extraordinary lives that we can be living. Because we settle for the opposite. We settle for okay. We settle for well. And the thing is, we speak it. So when you say, hi, how are you? The very common answer is, I'm okay.
Yeah.
Or I'm okay.
Or
I'm okay.
Yeah.
And, you know, we're sending a message out to everybody, everything, and to the universe that we're okay, that we're not spectacular, that we're not amazing, and that we're not striving for that as well. So, yes, we have imposter syndrome thoughts. Yes, we have thoughts that are biased towards the negative, that make us think we can't have an extraordinary life. We can't have a spectacular life. We can't achieve something that we think we are have limitations to achieve because of outside situations and circumstances that we don't fulfill or that don't fulfill for us. And that is simply not true. When you have your vision and you create and think up what it is you would love in your life, you would love to be, do, have, and create, and even more importantly, give in your life. When you do that with absolute clarity, you then know where you're
conviction.
Going, guiding light. You then have, you know, there's a wonderful, wonderful quote which says, no wind is favorable to the sailor with no destination in mind. When you create that vision in writing as if it's already happened, and you talked about that, Anna, as if it's already happened. You live your life as if it's already happened, and that's what Henry David Thoreau said, which I'll come back to when you've had your response again. So let's put it like this way. You want your dream, your vision to be something that matters to you, that is really in harmony with your own soul's purpose. Your life force will never lie to you. When you do the work to find out what that is, your life force will never lie to you about it. You have to allow your dream to build you, not just build the dream. Because here's the thing, you're going to trade your life to build something. Every single minute, every single second of every single day, we trade our life. We trade our time to build something. And we either build it out of the default position, which is the default, the negative bias, or we build it out of design, specifically designing what it is we want. And the ability for you to create your dream, your vision, your destination that you would love is innate in every one of us. It's present everywhere. But our access to that and our awareness to it is what changes. So I hand back to you on that note, Anna.
It's so beautiful. So beautiful. You just inspire me so much. Like, I love hanging out with, that's why I love our conversation, because every time I talk to you, I feel that if I have a little deflated belief, let's say if you have a goal and then you have to have a way to get there, a tool or a method to get there, a combination of a clarity of goal and a method to get there will take you to the achievement of whatever aim or dream or goal that you set out to achieve. Then how many, the percentage of your belief combined with the tool that you use to get there will determine, and the combined with, the belief that you have in yourself, the value that you live by, to take you to the arrival side. I had a discussion with a friend, and we debate over how much do you need to believe in your goal, and then some people say I need 90% belief and then 10% of the tool or mechanism to get there. Without that, I don't know. And then in the end, we come to the conclusion that your belief in your goal got to be 100%. Got to be 100%. Yeah. And it's there's no other way to do it, really. And why wouldn't we believe in, like you said, ordinary okay life? Why would we choose to believe in an ordinary okay life and stay drifting? Why would we stay drifting and believe in it? Because we either believe in that or we believe in a better life, believe in a better goal, believe in a better purpose, believe in a definite chief aim of our life. So I am so with you on that. And every time we talk, I feel like that belief is growing. It's growing. We have to grow that belief towards a goal or a purpose that is worthy of our focus and the use of our time. Yeah.
Focus.
I'm not sure if it makes sense, but the focus of energy. Yeah.
Focus is the key word. Is that once we decide what it is we want, whether it's a goal or a vision or a dream, is that we focus on it all the time, because once again, our brain is wired to focus on how we can't do it, why we can't do it, what we haven't got that stops us, right?
Yeah.
And so and also when we think about what we want, even if it's a goal, we often bring it down because we don't want to state something big that we don't know how to achieve. Now, here's the thing. Knowing how is not your business. You only have to know what. The universe will show you the how, right? But what we do is we go, oh, I don't think I'm going to say that, or I don't think I'm going to, voice that or write it because I don't know how to achieve it. So we bring it down to something we think we can achieve based on our own confidence, outside situations and circumstances that we think are going to stop us from achieving something bigger. And so when I said to you, are you playing too small? Are you going for something too small? I want to tell a little quick story. And have I told the story about the fisherman in Lake Taupo on here?
Yeah, go for it. I can't remember if you told it. No.
Okay. So I come from New Zealand, and there's a lake in New Zealand, beautiful lake in the middle of the North Island called Lake Taupo. And that's a Maori name, so I'm trying to pronounce it in the proper way. And fishermen go there and fish for trout. Beautiful, beautiful place for fishing for trout. And there's two guys there, and one guy, his name is George, and he is really experienced, and he catches trout there all the time. And the other guy's name is Johnny, and he is new there. And he turns up with his gear, and he starts fishing, and he's about 20 meters or so away from George. And George is sitting there pulling in trout, one after the other. But what he's doing is he's doing something with them, holding something up, and then he's throwing them back in the water. And Johnny isn't catching anything. And he's sitting there for like 30 minutes, not catching any trout at all. And so after 30 minutes, he's really getting peeved off, and he decides he's going to go and talk to this man up here and ask him why he's throwing the trout back in the water, first of all, and what he's doing wrong. So he walks up and he says, "Hi, my name is Johnny. Can I talk with you?" And George says, "Oh, yes, my name's George. Pleased to meet you. How do you do?" And Johnny says, "Can I ask you some questions?" And George says, "Sure, go fire ahead." And Johnny says, "Well, I see that you're catching lots of trout." He said, "I haven't been catching any, by the way, and I've been here for 30 minutes. But I see that you've been catching a lot of trout, and I want to know why you're throwing them back in the water. Is there something I don't know, if I do catch a trout, that I should know about keeping them or throwing them back in the water?" And he says, "I know that if you catch little ones that are smaller than the span of your hand, that we have to throw them back. Otherwise, we deplete the lake of the fish. But," he said, "I can see you throwing bigger fish back into the water. They're much bigger than the span of your hand, and I want to know why." And George says, oh, of course I can answer that. Give me a second." And he leans away and he comes back with this here, which is like a piece of timber. And he says, "See this piece of timber?" And Johnny says, "Yes." And he said, "Well, I measure the trout against this, and if they're bigger than this, I throw them back in the lake." And Johnny still doesn't get it. He says, "Why would you do that? What is the significance of this measurement of your piece of timber?" And George says, "Oh, that's easy," he said. "This measurement is the diameter of my frying pan at home. So if they don't measure this length, they're bigger than this, they won't fit inside my frying pan." Now that you might laugh about that, but we do that with our lives, because
That's
the frying
true.
pan are our outside circumstances and conditions, or our internal limitations. And if we think something doesn't fit within that, we throw it out. We literally throw it out of our possibilities, of our goals, of our vision, and we say it doesn't fit. Now, you know that the silly answer to this is, of course, he could have filleted the fish and made it fit in the frying pan.
Or you can buy a bigger pan.
Or got a bigger, exactly. There's always a way. We can fillet our life. We can get a bigger frying pan for our life. It's so important to understand our thinking and increase our awareness of what we are actually doing with our thoughts and our limiting thoughts. So that's on that note, Anna, I hand back to you, and then I think summarizing, I'll give you Henry David Thoreau's secret code for success. But I want to hand back to you.
I just love what you share, and I really appreciate the story, and it drives me to the point, and I'm quite impressed. I love the quote from another book by Napoleon Hill as well.
Mhm.
And in that book, he summarized at the end of the book is whatever the mind can conceive and
That's right.
believe, the mind can achieve.
That's
And
right.
if we limit our belief, we limit the size of our fish to fit
Yeah.
our pan, then
Yeah.
that's what we get. But we
Mhm.
can conceive something greater, extraordinary, and believe that we can achieve it, then we can achieve it. Sooner or later, we achieve it. Somehow, the way we shall be shown to us. Somehow, the people that we need in our life will turn up in our life. Somehow, the lesson we need to learn will turn up. The situation will present itself to us so that we can expand and learn and achieve the result. And like I said in the earlier few minutes, uh, we set a goal to be successful, but we have to set a goal to be the person that deserve that success. So the
Mhm.
person have to dare to conceive the idea, to believe in the idea or ideal or a desire, and then go after it. And like you said, you often say the quantum physics often pull into that as a core, like a corn. It started with a little seed, and somehow you put it down in the soil, and somehow it know what to suck and to bloom and
Mhm.
to become a tree and become an oak tree that big, and then it keep producing a corn and it keeps spreading itself. Somehow nature has that ability to support a seed. And so the seed is our thought, our desire. And if we
Mhm.
keep that burning desire going, and somehow we will attract the right energy, the right support, the right nutrition, and we call it the sunshine of faith will
Mm.
be upon us. And I just love that. Thank you.
That's
Back to you.
beautiful. That is
Thank you.
beautiful, and I love that. And you're so right. We say in our coaching, like you say, there's not one thing that the mind of yours can think up that it doesn't
Mhm.
know how to create, how to make come to fruition in this physical world. And
Mhm.
the thing is that I just lost my train of thought. Oh yes, creating that vision that we would love, thinking big and really going for it. That's one of the things I do with my blueprint session. So if anyone wants a blueprint session to do that and get real clarity, please reach out to me on LinkedIn. I'd be happy to do it. I do a special for that. But what I want to say is that when we create our vision or our dream, the biggest reward to us is not achieving that. The biggest reward, and that's what you've been saying, Anna, is becoming the person living that life who has achieved that dream. Because you will change. We will change. We become
Exactly.
a different person. We become,
Mhm.
shall we say, a better person because we have
Mhm.
increased our knowledge, our level of awareness, our focus, and our happiness and joy because we are living
Mhm.
that dream. So the biggest reward is not actually achieving your dream, it's becoming that person living that dream. And so that
Mhm.
brings me to Henry David Thoreau wrote an essay called The Walden Essay, and in it is a code, a secret code for success. And it goes like this: if one advances confidently in the direction of their dream, endeavoring to live the life they are imagining, which is everything we've been talking about, one passes an invisible boundary and meets with a success unexpected in common hours. I'll talk about that in a minute. All sorts of things begin to occur that never otherwise would have occurred. New, more universal liberal laws begin to establish themselves around that person, or the old laws are rearranged in one's favor. Nevertheless, one begins to live a life with the license of a higher order of living. And when he talks, so that's the end of it, a higher order of being, sorry. So when he talks about a success unexpected in common hours he refers to as our common way of thinking. We have a status quo thinking. We have a programming. As I said, our brain is wired to negatively think, and that is the status quo thinking, and that's what he means when he says in common hour thinking. And we want to learn to step outside of that common hour thinking and start to believe in the possibilities. We want to go to the land of the quantum realm, the land of ideas and possibilities, and we want to believe that it is possible to bring that into this physical world. Because every time we think something up, it already exists in the quantum realm. So it exists in that land of ideas and possibilities. It's a possibility. We want to literally move the molecules and bring that idea that we had about our life, about our vision or our dream into this physical world, so that we are bringing it to fruition and experiencing that life that we would love.
Wow.
Anna?
Amazing. I have nothing else to add to that. It's just so wonderful. It is so true that we can keep that belief and set a massive goal. And that I read 10x, goal.
Yes.
You set it 10 times bigger. I wanted to make multiple times bigger. Why 10? Say if you want to achieve something, make it 10 times bigger. I want to make it multiple times bigger.
100 times bigger. 1,000 times
bigger. 1,000 times bigger. And then we might achieve 500 times bigger, It's like my friend recently, she went to Vietnam with me, and she just went, I'm going to swim 10K. And before she said yes to that, her ability, she never swam past 2K before. And she said, I'll just go for 10K. And she ended up with 7. She ended up with 7. It's still better than someone who I go for 1K.
Yes.
They might end up with 500 meter, or maybe if even they achieve 200%, they still achieve just 2K. When she just said, I'll jump in the pool. I just swim until I'm tired. Yeah. And she's not tired. And time up. And she got out at 7K. She said, I can keep going. If time allows, I just keep going. And I will just finish 10K next time. How wonderful is that? And she made me feel like my 2.5 is just so small. I did 2.5. I said 2 and I did 2.5. And it still seems so small to her 7K swimming. So it's exactly that laws of thinking extraordinary, thinking big, and go after the big things. Yeah.
Wow. Well, let's summarize, Anna. For me, the summary is you want to get your why. You want to really understand why you do what you do. And then you want to discover what success would mean to you. What would it mean to you? It's not anyone else's success. It's simply what it means to you. And then you want to understand how you will know when you've achieved success. What are your pointers that you can?
You couldn't be able to measure it.
Yeah. How can I measure it? Is it a certain number of clients, or a number of people I have helped, or is it a certain number of dollars in the bank, or is it being able to take my family on holiday? Whatever it is, that when you experience that, you will get a trigger that says, I am successful. And just think about how you're going to trade your life anyway. You're going to trade your life to live either mediocrity or an extraordinary life. You're going to trade your time and your life to go from good to great if you focus on that. You're going to trade your time to go from okay to spectacular if you decide that's what you want. So over to you, Anna.
So beautiful, eloquently said. And you make it sound so simple. There's no way, no other option but going from, okay to extraordinary. Because we're trading our time, we're trading our life anyway. So why train for something so small? I'm with you. So yeah, I hope to have you in for the rest of my life, to keep reminding me to dream big and think big and go bigger. I'm so grateful for our that we meet and we work together, and we build our relationship. And
Thank you, Anna. I love it too.
I would love to see
Love
you
your
success.
input. I love your input too, and I love having this discussion online for people. I want to say hi to Ronadeb, who's here with us. He's said nice, important points from your side, a wonderful story shared, and a wonderful quote from Thoreau. So let's say goodbye now. And to anybody who watches this, the replay, I hope that you get as much out of it as Anna and I have from sharing with you. Thank you so much, Anna. And we'll see
I'm
you
wishing
on
everyone success.
Mm,
Their
absolutely.
way. Mm.
Yes. Success to you all. And believe that you can have it, because
Yeah.
it is possible to everybody. Anyone who thinks they have a genuine reason for not having success, I suggest that you look at your awareness very carefully. Thank you, Ronabel. Wishing you a wonderful day
Thank
ahead
you,
too. Ronadeb. Okay, we'll close out now and see everyone in 2 weeks' time, same time or similar time, maybe a bit earlier. I'm not sure, Anna, because I made a mistake with the hours change from Sydney to Brisbane today. So we'll talk about that. Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming.
Bye, everyone. Bye,
Have a
Ronada.
good,
Bye.
successful week to you all.